How's it going, folks? Rob here. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a very interesting aquaponics system on the other side of the world over at Hungary. Now, I thought I might actually start a bit of a series of aquaponics from around the world, but more on that at the end of the video. Now, this system here is a very interesting one. It's basically found out about it via the guide. Ottó asked me a couple of questions. I helped him out earlier on in the year, and the other week he decided to send me a bit of an update series of videos just to give me a bit of a look at what he'd achieved so far, and I thought I'd share them with you guys. Now, this system is a very interesting one. It is a Walipini based system. Now, a Walipini, for you folks who aren't familiar with them, are basically a subterranean style greenhouse. A part of it is below soil grade with the roof and some of the upper structure above the ground level, and it just helps you keep the system or the greenhouse a little bit warmer, taking advantage of the thermal properties of the earth around the sides of the greenhouse itself. Ottó's put a lot of thought into this system, and he's also included another thermal heating element to the greenhouse, but I'll let him talk about that. So no more rabbiting on from me, I'll hand it over to Ottó.
Hey Bob, what's up? I just want to show my project, what we was talking about in March, and I would like to show you. Here is my greenhouse. It was actually earlier a swimming pool, and I put a carbon on it for creating a greenhouse. This is pretty shady now, but in AM and PM it's sunny. We have some oak trees around, and during the winter they have no leaves, so it's getting more sun. And we had very hot summers, and this summer and the last one, and my idea was that it could be not bad. It had some issues with the vegetables, but my only first plan was in the very first year just get the fishes survived. Then let's go. Let's see the fishes. Here we are. This is how my aquaponics system looks like. It's the 3 tanks and the 3 separate rows. Some Dutch buckets, and on both sides the NFTs. Now I'm just using 2 of the tanks because the tilapias are not so big, and that's why we have some tiny little fishes, 75 fingerlings on both. They're pretty healthy, and my very first goal to keep them alive this summer was successful. In the row of the Dutch buckets, the middle tank, you see, I use your recommended system where I separating the solids how you was described, and after that I have the biofiltering. Then it goes to a tank, and then from the tank goes to the Dutch buckets, was also working as a biofiltering. I had some chilies and of course some bugs coming because I left the door open to get some bugs. And yeah, it's late summer, and probably some of the groceries are not healthy. Yesterday I collected cucumber. I have a lot, and they were huge. And I have different vegetables, but actually, to be honest, I wasn't too much interested and focused on the vegetables. The reason was because I never had fishes before, and so actually it came like on the very first year I was planning and learn how to make an aquaponics system. The second one was the building. We built the whole stuff, and I found out those parallel systems. and I made it. And on the very first year, I recognized that would be awesome to have healthy fishes until they're getting big. And that's why I don't focus it too much on the vegetables. I net vegetables to filtering the water, but next year I'm gonna make some plans and make it much more order. What I want to tell you, without your online course, I couldn't get this success with the whole system. It was many questions and even things what I actually absolutely do knew. And I had not a lot of help, but one guy from the Budapest zoo who working in the fish parts, who is managing the fish part in the zoo, was helping me, and we built together a system for biofiltering, and I made like to put it inside the biofilter into the tank. It took a lot of space from the fishes, but it's very easy to regulate, and the values of the water are very, very good. Also the vegetables grew huge, so I'm very satisfied. The other issue what I didn't tested yet is the heating. How I see in the wall in the middle, a pipeline goes out. Here it sucks the air from the top, go outside, go into the ground and 120 meter, and then comes back, and the end of the ventilation is here inside. It cools a little bit during the summer, but it's also my plan to heat the object, and during the winter we had strong winter, sometimes -10, -15 Celsius, and my plan was to build outside the compost oven. This is now the unused compost oven, what you saw inside, the two pipelines. You see here it was filled until the top, and I used some horse shit and some wood and some compost vegetables I'm gonna put it inside. This year I would like to make it perfectly, that it's got some air inside in the pipeline, and some water as well. So we will see. I hope it's gonna functioning. Like we can reach 70 Celsius, and with that we could temperating the object and having some 15 or 20 degrees, what is enough for the fishes to survive. So that's my next plan. Thanks for your attention, and I would like to say thanks for your help. Without your online course, I couldn't got this success. Thank you.
So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that bit of a look at Otto's little Walipini greenhouse aquaponics system. Do keep in mind, it was just a series of videos he sent me. They weren't intended to come up on YouTube. I was just so impressed with what he's come up with that I thought I'd share it here. And it's also given me the idea, an idea that's been floated by you folks in the community previously, of showcasing some other aquaponics systems from around the world. Now, if you would like to share your aquaponics system wherever you are in the world, you can hit me up using the email address either down there on the screen, or you can copy and paste it from the description down below, and we can have a bit of a chat and maybe sort out some sort of a video conference, or maybe you can shoot some video yourself. We'll upload it to the channel with a bit of a description, and you may help some other folks out around the world with a little idea that you've come up with just to tweak it for your environment, your area, or maybe it's a slightly different way to set up a system, like Owen's here in Brisbane, where he's used sand as well as media and rafts and dual root zone and all the pretty much every growing technique he could in one aquaponics system. So I'd really love to see what other people are coming up with around the world, and I will leave a link to Owen's system at the end here, and also to a playlist, another YouTube playlist of mine for beginners who are just getting into aquaponics itself. But once again, thank you very much, Otto, and yeah, I am looking forward to checking out other people's systems. So no more rabbiting on from me. I do hope you're all well and happy and your own aquaponics systems are booming, and I'll catch you next video. Cheers folks, and happy growing.